Okay, well, it looks as though winter has arrived, and arrived with a fury, as they say. So I had some problems with the other thermometer, it just wasn't moving. So here's the thermometer meant to be outside, and I guess it's saying that it's what, about 25 maybe. There's no Celsius on it, so it's all Fahrenheit. And I guess maybe it's a little bit protected here because the weather channel says that it's a little colder than that, 21 I think. But right here I guess it is probably about 25. So I'm going to go in and see what's happening. You see the snow piled up on top and the lovely icicles all the way down. Interesting. Okay. Uh-oh. I wonder how this is going to work. Oh, yikes. Oh, I can feel the warmth already. Oh, shit. Ah. Oh, man. Oh, okay. Okay, now my glasses have steamed right up. Huh. So, 42, 44, 46. I'm sorry, 52, 54, 56. What am I doing? Holy smokes. It's actually really warm in here. Oh my god. Okay. So, hang on, I think. Anyway, you can see, sorry for that pause. I was actually very surprised. I'm surprised. Like, it is cold outside, and as soon as I opened the door, I could feel the warmth hit me. Crazy. Anyway, okay, so here's some nagas you can see, and I do want to point out something that I had noticed a few days ago, that there are new little buds all over the plants. It's very interesting. So maybe I'll just talk in some general terms first of all. I have had some suggestions, and I've taken them to heart. I do listen to people when they suggest things to me, and so I have put styrofoam down on the grass. I've covered it in heavy-duty plastic, and I put a layer of carpeting down. I've put a third layer of plastic inside because the condensation was crazy in here and it was soaking wet, and I wanted to put this heater in, which is obviously working pretty well, and I couldn't imagine bringing something that's electrical into such a wet environment. Now clearly there's condensation even here, but it's nothing compared to what I had. Like, I mean, it was soaking wet in here. Okay, so that's it. I'll talk about the heater when I get there. But yeah, really kind of cool in here. It's really warm. It's nice. Okay, my nagas are actually ripening over here, and look at this. This Pereira plant is insane. Oh, nice. Nice. Lots of ripening peppers. None of them were, they were all green. They're the ones that I left there, so this is really cool. And the flowers on it, crazy. Yeah, man, I'm really shocked actually. Okay, the dactyl here, the rings of fire. I've got a hot paper lantern over here, but I picked most of them. I don't think I left much. Let's see, red Scotch bonnet over here, and this hot paper lantern, oh, not this one, wow, that's pretty big. This hot paper lantern plant right to the top, look at it, touching it. Then I've got my my two butch teas over here, and the marugas in the back, and I'll show the marugas are also touching the top. So they have grown, I don't know what, 8 inches maybe in here. I think these plants love it in here actually. But well, anyway, okay. So here's my my heater. It is an oil radiating heater, and I can feel the warmth coming off of it. And it's it's 17 Celsius, of course. I just want to move it now. because of the condensation that was happening, I didn't want to put this electrical appliance down and have water on it. So even though I put the layer of plastic inside, I still didn't want to take any chances. So I got the sheet metal and I attached it to the frame with this 2x2 and to protect the heater. And I do have to say that's working quite well. So, I mean, any condensation that happens hits the sheet metal and evaporates, and there's nothing on the inside, so that keeps this the heater nice and dry. Now I'm just going to get by here to get to the other side. All right, then on this side, let's see, Fractales, I don't have anything. I mean, I have lots of new little leaves. They sure do look healthy. That's one thing. And I've got my Peruviano Arancillo plant. All of these were just immature green, you know. Now look at them, all ripening. This is just wonderful. And lots of flowers opening up on the plant as well. And I've got my Peter Yellow, and there's a whole bunch that have ripened here. Not doing quite as well. It's the only plant that really isn't doing as well as the other plants. And I've got the Zano. Now, I never really did anything with the Zano. A lot of these peppers are actually starting to dry. But I think I'm going to make a... I'll make something with them. I'll make something with them, but I'm not going to be able to get all the seeds out, so, because that's just too much effort. So I'm just going to make some kind of a mulch or something. Somebody did suggest in the comments, and I think I'm probably going to go for that. And I have, of course, these are all 7 pods over here. Now, I don't have any 7 pods that are ripening. They all ripened, and I picked them all, but there are a lot of flowers happening here. Lots of flowers. Oof. And I guess there's some bugs in here too that just kind of swoop towards me. I don't know if you can see all the flowers that I'm talking about after all that. No, I don't feel that I'm really picking up the flowers, but you can sure see. Now what's interesting and a kind of a surprise to me is that I have not watered these plants since the end of August or the beginning of September. And I'm kind of shocked at how nice the plants are doing. So my feeling is that somehow or other, because I haven't watered them, their root system has actually managed to get down to some water source. So with the exception of maybe the Peter Pepper, that one hasn't. But it looks like. But the rest of them are obviously getting water from somewhere. So there must be. They must have gotten down to a water source and are doing quite well because of it. So if that's the case, it means I don't even have to actually water them. However, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself because even though it's so nice in here when it's so cold outside, like what's that, about a 30-degree swing? I just can't quite believe that the plants are going to survive the winter. I'm not going to do anything with them. I'm going to leave them here and see what happens. But my feeling is that that when we get down to like real winter, which is like January, when it goes down to minus 30 Celsius, and we can have weeks at a time where it's minus 30, and with a wind chill minus 40. So I don't really see this working for me. But this is really a great experiment. I really, like even if nothing else, to have these peppers ripening on the plants, it's a gigantic success for me. Like this is a huge success story, really, in my opinion. And I think next year, assuming that the plants don't survive the winter, I'm not going to be upset if they don't survive. I think next year what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant all the super huts over on the other side there, all closest to the grapevines, and have the greenhouse only half as big. And if I do that, and then instead of the poly on the walls, because I don't really think that's necessary, instead of the poly on the walls, I'm going to have like maybe plywood walls with insulation in between. And then I can have the heater, and I think it'll be much easier to keep it going. I think that will be good. Having done it this way for this year, I could see what the weaknesses are, and I think that'll be a big improvement for next year. And I think that might even work. And then I'll only have the poly on the ceiling, and I'll have that on a frame and on hinges, so I could open it up when it's nice and warm. And actually, I could see in silhouette, I could see lots of buds I hope you can see them too from this. I actually forgot to bring my glasses out. So anyway, I do want to mention that a lot of the ideas that that I've incorporated here have come from you astute and experienced and knowledgeable viewers. So when you do make a suggestion like the styrofoam, the carpeting, you know, whenever I hear a suggestion, I always go, yeah, that's, and then the hinges on the for the top frame part. If you look at the comments on my original video, you'll see that that these are all comments that people have posted. So if you have any ideas for me about ways I might improve it, then please leave them, because I read all the comments and I answer all my comments. I respond to every comment, and what happens is, if I think that it's a great idea, and I usually say so, then I will incorporate it. So if you can see something that you think I might be able to improve somehow, please leave a comment, because I really appreciate it. And I appreciate comments anyway, because I like to interact with viewers. This is a great thing for me. Also, I'll just mention, love it when people subscribe to me. I consider that one of the highest compliments you can pay me, and I really do appreciate it. And I usually do go in and take a look at whatever videos you have, if you do subscribe to me, and I subscribe back, because I just think that there's a certain interaction that I enjoy, and that's what I do. So anyway, having said that, that's not what this video is about, but I do appreciate your watching this video. A lot of people have asked me what's going on with the plants. This is what's going on. It's beautiful in here. The plants are doing great. So far so good, but I'm not going to be crying my eyes out if it doesn't work. It's already been a success. Anything beyond this is just gravy for me. So anyway, thank you for watching, like I was saying, and do please post a comment, and I'll be happy to respond to that. Thank you. Bye.